It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC East rivals. It's the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. All that and more coming up next.
The summer humidity has given way to an absolutely gorgeous fall afternoon here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Miami. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On first down, back to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tua now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give left side. Here's Achane. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back to the ground, Achane. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the first
No
quarter.
score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now Tua. Complete. Smith has it. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They faked the handoff. Now Tua. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And here comes Berrios. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 16-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only able to gain a couple there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua setting up shop to throw again. These guys running back out of the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Marcus Jones, a return man. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Up the middle, Achane. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Really nice effort and an even nicer stop from Marcus May there.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
And the Patriot first down. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Dolphins 10, Patriots 7.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Tua now on first down. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Douglas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Face man. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ramondre Stevenson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't
extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down 21-10, a minute 55 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Forced out to his left. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion. Get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd down and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Patriots send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He finds Douglas complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Out right to Bourne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
16 seconds, all that remain. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He'll look to throw. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, and bottom line, they're play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's looking like the Dolphins are going to win the football game. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.